Hello and welcome all of my musical minions to the Forgotten OneCast, episode 31. I'm going for this for a while for this little pokey little music show. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today. We've got a fantastic guest. He's been here before and actually had to run the show for a little bit because technology likes to fail me. It just does. But my first question is,
are you ready to rock?
I know I am. And I also know that when I'm feeling a little rundown, I need a little perk. I need something to get me going for the day. And of course, for that, I turn to my favorite coffee, Coffee Brain Coffee.
Coffee, green tea. Coffee, green tea. Coffee, green tea. Coffee, green tea.
Nuts.
Satsuki.
Al Pilkington.
Green tea.
Are you team coffee or are you team green tea? Try coffeebrandcoffee.com and enjoy 10% off your order with promo code CJP. Coffee Brand Coffee, great coffee, no gimmicks.
And again, go to coffeebrandcoffee.com. They've got a bunch of new flavors that are coming out. Of course, they've got your favorites. They've got a bourbon flavored, which I've been told is quite tasty. So whether you're on team coffee or team green tea, you can get your fix at coffeebrandcoffee.com. Promo code CJP, save you 10%. Now that all that shilling's out of the way, let's bring on our guest. He's been here before, actually, an aborted time and then another time. So, this is a good brother to talk to. He's hilarious. He's fantastic, talented rapper, and just an all around wonderful gentleman. Mr. Flawdzilla, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Happy to be here, man. I forgot I didn't make it one time, but yeah, I'm here now. I forgot about that.
Well, I know it was in the infancy of the show, and I still had no clue what I'm doing, which I still don't. But
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing either when I'm streaming either. I just talk shit, literally.
Well, so glad to have you back, and yeah, because I really wanted to pick your brain on this subject because it's something I really want to do.
Yep.
But also with YouTube's very draconian and arbitrary copyright system, it's something that could definitely cause pitfalls and issues with channels. You want to make sure, there are certain artists that I know I won't touch.
Yep.
Like the Eagles. If you do even a half of a second, like a millisecond of an Eagles song, Don Henley will personally show up to your door, knock on the door, and go,
Yeah, there's a lot of rock bands like that. Pretty much every rock band that I react to, I have to like go through this whole process of like disputing the claim because they block it. They don't just claim it. Like rap videos, they'll just claim it, but they'll block. Like you can't even put the reaction out of a lot of rock songs.
So ridiculous.
Yeah,
so ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's great, but I just had that problem with a rapper too. So it's getting everywhere. It's like it's more and more. I spent. First of all, we spent 5 hours reacting to this new album, J. Cole. Reacted to this album, 5 hours, like a whole live stream. And I was like, I'm going to edit it for people to consume it easier. And got it down to like 2 hours, cut 3 hours out, like edited, did all this extra editing. Had to rewatch it basically all day to cut out what didn't need to be in it. Added these graphics, added all these things to it. And I uploaded it and it got blocked immediately. Spent a whole day editing this video and I can't even use it. It's annoying.
Yeah. A friend of mine, Ichep and he was trying to do when the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot came out.
Yep.
And he was trying to do reviews of it, and he was like chopping this up into tiny chunks. And
yeah, they don't care.
Audio.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's a good Lord, YouTube. Just can you back off? I mean, fair use is a real thing, you know.
Yep. They don't care. They don't care. You could like supposedly, if you transform it, like they shouldn't even be able to copyright claim it in reality. If you really transform it, it's free use. But whatever, you want to take the money for it, take the money for it. But even for a second of audio, they will copyright your entire video, block it if they want to, but they'll take all the money for it. They don't care. They don't like YouTube's copyright system is so heavy-handed. It's crazy.
It is stupid. It's very stupid.
It doesn't care about actual fair use. It's because YouTube is in bed with record labels. Is what it is.
That's true. That's very true.
That's
But
where most of their views come from.
we got Jack Tarlad coming in.
Jack Tarlad,
He's such a good dude. My bass player, Master Tulsa, waiting
Master
on,
Tulsa.
or maybe an inflatable butt cushion. Well, that happened
Nice.
to my mom, unfortunately.
Nice.
The first time we went on vacation after we moved from where my sister lived. We went down to visit her and went roller skating.
Yep.
And my mom roller skated since she was 8 years old. Had her own skates and everything. I mean, they were real nice. Had huge laces, and that lace came undone, wrapped around her truck, and jerked her on her butt, broke her collarbone or tailbone.
I was like, damn, how'd she break her collarbone?
Her tailbone. First day we were there, so we had to spend the entire week first sitting on one of those inflatable cushions.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Winky Wanky Woo hopping in. If you tolerate this, neutral to be next. MRT Fortune coming in. What's good? Flawed Squad. We got some.
It's good fortune.
Christian Gamerson.
Christian, my guy.
Winky Winky Woo. What about Teabag? Real British tea, like the Beatles drank.
Ew.
I don't like sticking out my pinky, so
Yeah, no. Ill British, you know what I mean? I'm just joking. Rap is stealing music and shouting over it. I agree. A lot of it is. A bunch of it is.
B Swizzle
This is
85.
true.
Sup, everyone?
Be Swizzle.
Yeah, because listen, the reason I wanted to pick your brain on is because I had an idea of bringing on someone who hasn't heard some of the songs that I wanted to play for them, and these are like deep cut songs. These aren't
Yep.
the top 40 hits or anything like that. These are the ones that were B-sides and things. But they're songs that for me have a personal connection, and I like to share them with people. And I just wanted to start a series where I'd bring someone in and then we'd play it and react to it, and but of course I'm like, it's like as soon as I put this on YouTube, it's gonna be like claim.
Yeah, they're gonna claim it for sure. That's 100%. And if you do it live, you might not even get through the live stream.
Yeah, I've had my live stream shut down before.
Yeah, me too.
For Warner Brothers.
Yep, I got that from reacting to an Eminem freestyle. It was like 11 minutes long, and like halfway through his verse, I was reacting. I got like 10 minutes in. As soon as it started, like got towards the end, they were like, "We're chopping this. You have to stop it, or we're going to shut down your live stream." And I was like, I'd never like actually had them shut down my live stream, so I didn't know what the consequence would be. So I was like, I'm just gonna finish this because I'm recording it, and I'll re-upload it afterwards. And they gave me a strike for it because they had to shut down my stream. They gave me a strike, and I'm like, okay. Like, you could have just shut down my stream. But then I re-uploaded that same video in full. All they did was claim it. No strike, no nothing. It's weird.
Their algorithm is very strange.
Yeah.
It's almost arbitrary.
Yeah.
It feels like on what gets what does it. Because, I did every one of the Bond themes with the GoldenEye watch.
Yep.
And only half of them actually had a claim on it.
Yep.
Which
That's
is weird.
You know what's crazy, too? Is that, so I reacted to Pantera a while ago. I think the song was Walk.
Mm-hmm.
Reacted to it like a year ago. And I uploaded it, and it immediately got blocked as soon as I uploaded it. And I was like, okay. I didn't realize I could dispute it or anything at this time. So like a year goes by, and I dispute it, and then they take the claim off. And not only did they take the claim off, but did they unblock it? But they took the claim off. Like, now I can monetize it. And it's like, how did you come to the conclusion that you had to claim it in the first place if you're just going to let me monetize it after that? Which was weird. That doesn't happen all the time. But for that song specifically, I don't understand it.
What's up, Metastep?
Meta!
Like Metastep, he's a good dude. I had him on the show.
My guy.
Got him on the show. He was a good dude. He's
my guy.
Some pretty cool music too.
Yeah, man. I didn't even know. He could rap too. I had no idea. This dude can actually rap. I was so surprised. Because everyone says they can rap, but he really can rap.
I know I can't.
I mean, if you took enough time. Maybe.
Well, if I actually studied it,
yeah,
I could be halfway decent at it. But
I think anyone can if they actually take the time to do it. I just think it's like after a while you learn it's pretty. What's the word? It's like there's a formula. It's very formulaic.
Yeah.
If then you learn how to like turn that into your own, but like it's just like anything else, you know.
Of course, the only rap I know is the hip hoppopotamus versus the rhinoceros.
What is that?
You ever seen Flight of the Conchords? Oh, you do need to watch them. They're a novelty group out of New Zealand. And
Okay.
they actually had a show on HBO for 2 seasons.
I've heard of Flight of the Conchords. I've heard that phrase, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. But they have a song called the hip hoppopotamus versus the rhinoceros. He's like, You know, they call me the hippopotamus. My lyrics are bottomless. And then he's like, and that's the joke. Then the second verse is like, they call me the hippopotamus, flows that go like phosphorus, popping off the top of this esophagus, rocking this metropolis. I'm not a large water-dwelling mammal. That's when you get that preposterous hypothesis. Did Steve tell you that perchance?
That was going off for a second. I'm not even gonna lie. You gotta go in there.
But it's a really good rap, but it's also very funny.
That's
they're
find
very,
that borderline.
very white and
Yep.
very not rappers.
That's like Lonely Island. I feel like a lot of the things that do the most numbers is like not parody rap. Like parody rap with still a little bit of skill. You know? Because like it's not easy to do that. Like that's better than most of the rappers out today. Rhyming, preposterous, and hip hop, all those things.
Oh, now that would be a fucking killer concert.
What is your
Tone Loc, Digital Underground, Tag Team, CNC Music Factory, and Color Me Bad?
I know none of them. I know Digital Underground, but isn't Shock G dead?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shock G died. Tupac's dead. So it's just the leftovers?
Probably. But it's like, you know, it's like Leonard Skinner, you know.
No.
Most of that band is dead. So
okay. So it's like
a whole bunch of them died in a plane crash. So like the few people who were left kept going on, you know, with new people. So
that's wild. Imagine that. Was it like at the peak of their career?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was
That's crazy.
70s.
Damn.
I haven't heard Tone Loc in forever. I didn't know he was still around.
I didn't know either. Tone Loc is wild. That's a wild name to bring up. Funky Cole Medina.
Of course, I still love him as the
Ace Ventura.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, the partner. Yeah, that's my guy. I love him in that role too. That's where I knew him first.
Yeah. Well, it's like I had never really listened to Mos Def until after he was in Hitchhikers.
Yeah, see,
That's like
I never even seen that.
Hitchhiker's the Guide to the Galaxy. He's really good. Like I didn't know he could act.
Yeah, Mos Def is a good actor. He's a good actor. I remember he played Be Kind Rewind. That was all right. He wasn't bad in that. Flawed back and a lot of people. What? What did you say? My bad. Read your chat because I'm reading your chat like it's my stream.
More people in the chat this week. LGP in chat. Thanks, up, Clinton.
Let's go.
He actually helped out and he broke my super chat cherry.
Okay, nice.
He's a good dude. He's everywhere though. He's like
I've never seen him.
He's in a lot of chats, like especially like FNT.
Fine, that's cool. I'm just joking.
Like I wish I could have gone to Vegas this week and hung
Me
out
too.
But I'm a broke boy.
Me too. That's why I couldn't go. I couldn't. First, I'm a broke boy, but second, like I kind of had it, but my daughter's coming next week, so I don't want to like not have money when she's here. So I needed. You got to work it out. I had to prioritize it. And Garrett said he would have been like, he was like, "Hey, I'll loan you some money," but I don't like owing people money.
Yeah. It's never a fun thing.
But Garrett is a good guy.
Oh yeah. I'd like to have him on the show at some point, but I have no idea what to talk to him about music.
Talk about music. He plays bass. He plays drums. Yeah, bro. He could sing a little bit, man. When we drove to Vegas last time, he told me about that he plays bass. He told me he could play guitar. He was singing. Yeah, he knows music.
All right, then I have to reach out to him.
Yeah,
because he actually follows me on Twitter. Surprisingly,
nah, he's a real guy. He's not Hollywood like that. He doesn't base his followers on like, oh, you got to be someone.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
I've been in his chats and stuff, and he, like I said, he's a really cool dude from what I can tell.
Very down to earth. Most down to earth person I've met from the internet, like in real life. Mm-hmm. I think he's the only one I've really talked to from in real life anyway. So actually, I don't really have a.
That's an odd one.
What is it?
He plays with guitar, bass, drums, piano, and trumpet
at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I've seen the guy play guitar and drums at the same time, but that's
guitar and how
he was just like grabbing the neck to chord and then playing with the other hand.
That's crazy. That's still crazy.
He most likely had his guitar open tuned, so he wouldn't have to worry about overtones and stuff like that. So
that's crazy.
Awesome. Well, I said it's been great to have you back on. Been a while since I talked to you last. So what have you been up to? I've
been doing a bunch of stuff, man. Really, I've like because it's funny we're talking about reactions because reactions are like they're not, they don't hit the same way they used to hit. Like I get views and things like that, but I basically use reactions as a way to get viewers for everything, like just to build a community, because in reality reactions I don't know, they're just like, they don't hit the same. Like they don't get put into an algorithm like that unless you're already huge, some big reactor. Like, so people see my reactions, but I don't grow as fast as other people because I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not really in the reaction space like that. I know some reactors, but I'm more in like a political, like politically incorrect type of thing. So people don't really like me like that. Yeah. So like it's hard to even maneuver. And I just think that reactions are just not what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm supposed to be talking about music, but like reactions as a job is just I don't like it anymore. It makes me not want to listen to music. So what I've been doing is Mo's been live streaming a lot. She's live streaming right now. She's been streaming on Twitch, gaming and stuff. As much as I don't like Twitch, it's where the audience is for streaming. So she streams on Twitch, plays games, and she's a girl. She's not like ridiculous like me, but she's like just like ditzy and doesn't know what she's doing when she plays games. That's basically it. Sometimes she'll talk about some weird shit sometimes, but farts and poops and stuff. But yeah, so she's been streaming, gaming. I've been working on, I have a second channel where it's not reactions. Also, reactions, you can't monetize them unless you're like, have people donate for them. So it's like like, you have to take money from the audience in order to keep it afloat, which I don't like. I don't like that model because I'd rather take money from YouTube. I'd rather have YouTube pay me out of their pockets. I'd rather rob YouTube than like have people be like, hey, just to see his reactions, Like I'd rather have them give me money for advertising. But
the good thing about those is they are kind of evergreen content to an extent.
YouTube?
No, reaction videos.
Oh yeah.
So it's good for the watch hours and the views, but monetization it's
you can't, and it's just the world is getting hard to live in inflation. Like I don't like people having to pay for that. So I would rather be able to monetize. Like I have a second channel where I'm talking about different things, where it's just random things where I'm just making videos and like basically just giving commentary about things that have to do with music or more like a music news type of thing, but not a music news because music news is corny. So just like a normal opinion basically on music rather than people trying to be tribal and weird. But so I have that. I'm working on a gaming channel. Yeah, basically that's what I've been pushing is my gaming channel. Really, the gaming channel is what I'm trying to get going because I can do that all day. I don't even got to talk. I can just sit there and play games and be funny all day long, And I've been working on my editing a lot, doing that. But
she's ridiculous too.
She is, but she tones it down for Twitch. That's the thing. I have trouble toning it down. I go on her Twitch and I almost get her banned every time. So like she's better at not like saying crazy things. She is ridiculous though. She's more ridiculous than me at times. She eggs it on in reality. But yeah, so I've just been trying to like spread out and do a bunch of different things. The gaming and the second channel, though, are the things that I think will do the most because I can monetize it and not have to depend on like, hey, you guys want to see his reaction? You got to pay for it type thing because I don't have the time, and I'll have more time if I could just get money like that doing YouTube, other things, But yeah,
understandable.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I'm planning on doing like all the time.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
here and there,
make it a thing. Like, oh, this. Let's do like I want to do segments. I'd rather do it like if we do go live. Oh, I can play games. We could talk about music. Like everything that I do on YouTube, I want to be able to do in a stream and then disperse them to YouTube channels. Mo is nice. Mo is so nice. Stop lying. She's not. If you know her in real life, she's not. She's nice on stream. You turn off the stream, and then she got words to say. She says all types of words. She says the N-word. She says that the most. That's all. That's basically all of her vocab.
Niagara Falls?
Yeah. Or need. I need this.
Yep. Or, she starts calling him Ginger.
That's how she does it. That's how she gets around it. That's the loophole.
You've heard the song. I can't remember the
Tom. What's his name?
Tim something, but the only a ginger can call another ginger.
Yeah, I literally just reacted to it like a couple months ago. Yeah. That's just I can't think of his name right now, but Tim Minchin.
That's his name.
Yeah, that was funny. That shit was hilarious. That was like that, and he's really good. He's a really good artist.
Well, some of the best, parody music I've ever heard are, by people who actually can play.
Yeah. He's like the songwriting, not only just the playing, but like the songwriting is like that's top tier songwriting. If even like if it wasn't the fact that he could take something that is so everyone could appreciate it regardless makes it even better than being like, oh, this is like it's not really a parody. It is, but it's not. You know what I mean? Because it's written in a way where it's like you got to respect the songwriting ability. As a writer myself, like I was like, damn, this dude is like borrowing this song away. Like this nigga he's like this ginger. He's amazing.
Says, well, she does spend a lot of time with you. I started saying because I watch you all the time.
I can't help it, bro. I can't help it. That's why I can't be mad if someone else says it. Like, because that shit comes out of my mouth every other word, man.
Oh, playing a lot of guns. That does happen now. You're gonna have to remind me on that one, Tulsa, because I can't remember which one. I mean, there's a couple of the old Atari games that were kind of wrong, and I don't think you could actually stream them without getting yeeted.
What is the games?
Well, there was this company called Mystique that came out with 3 video games in '83, right before the crash happened. And one was called Bachelor Party, based off the movie. One was called Beat 'em and Eat 'em. And the other one was called Custer's Revenge. Custer's Revenge is literally Custer naked.
Okay.
Naked as you could be in an Atari 2600.
Yep.
You have to get him across this field of arrows to attack or SA the
Ravage?
Indian chick that's tied to the cactus. This is a literal game that came out.
Who's Mystique? Like, who are these people in this company?
This company that came out in the 80s. And the games came in these real nice leather cases, like, the old porn videos used to do.
Yep.
It was good presentation, but what those games were.
Beat 'em and Eat 'em sounds crazy. That sounds like a crazy game.
You're literally beating off on top of a building to these two. You're controlling these 2 girls at the bottom and
eating it.
Yeah, and try to catch it as he drops.
What?
The building.
I mean, it's a game.
Yeah,
it's a game.
Atari had no quality control. That's why it crashed.
Yeah, that was before that.
Because they didn't care what literally anyone could make an Atari game and put it out.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's one reason Nintendo was so tight-fisted with the NES games. They were a little too tight-fisted, but I understood why.
They don't want people bringing down the value of their shit.
The companies could only come out with, I think it was like 3 or 4 games a year. So that's why they had like Ultra Games and all these other companies that were on the labels back then, but they were like Ultra was just Konami.
That's crazy. I had no idea. Like now I kind of want to get the system and try to play that shit. That's wild.
They just come out with an Atari 2600 Plus that actually does.
You probably can't get that game.
You can find them on eBay easy.
That's crazy. That's a wild game, bro. That's a wild idea.
Yeah, they were some weird games.
I mean, Steam got some crazy games on it, bro. Steam got some crazy games. Like I was on Steam the other day on my front page. It was just like, it was weird, bro. It was some crazy game. I can't even say it, but it was basically just a prawn game, right on Steam. I didn't even know they had those.
Oh yeah, you can find a ramen emulator for those games.
So they're around. Okay,
yeah, they exist. Of course, you might have to sell Tortuga for them, but
I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna find Beat 'em and Eat 'em at least.
Well, you stream it on Twitch, but you blur it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure that shit out. Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, but so kind of what I've been doing lately, other than the streaming, is finally got our band back out.
Nice.
Had a gig a couple weeks ago. Of course, everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Like,
My in-ear and guitar wireless. I didn't have enough range because I have small antenna. I'm sorry. Got white man's disease. I've got small. So it was constantly out, and the power. We were in an outdoor venue, so the power crap.
Damn,
was causing issues. So
that's adversity, though.
Blew up my voice around the halfway through the first set, which was fun.
Bro, there's nothing worse when I'm recording when my voice just goes out and I can't record. So I can't even imagine doing it live. That's terrible. When you have to, at least I can stop it. If I'm recording, like I'm going to just stop recording. You're middle of a show. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was on a song that had a fairly high range. I mean, I could sing pretty high.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I went a little too high. I flew too close to the sun and my voice burned.
Damn. That shit's terrible. I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit.
But it's funny too. People asking what is my vocal range, and I said, well, I can show you a song that gives you the exact range that I'm at. Have you ever heard "Your Love" by The Outfield?
Mm-mm.
And in the verses, Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. There's so many things that note can't hit.
But I can't even hit those notes. That's the thing. I wish I could hit those notes.
And that was me doing a falsetto. I wasn't actually doing a full voice. But if I'm doing a full voice, that note, it sounds like someone trying to gargle a cat.
So, hold on. So if you try to hit it, will it just like not hit it?
It'll be close.
Will your voice just cut?
It will cut too.
Because I feel like I just can't hit tones. I can't hit notes because I just can't sing. But I don't think I could. No, my voice won't do that. Yeah, no.
I'm surprised actually, can falsetto right at the
I
moment.
can't.
I'm still, my voice isn't exactly 100% back yet.
I wish I could sing.
I had an allergy attack a few weeks ago, and it throttled my voice.
Bro, I've been getting, like, my allergies been fucking me up for the past, like, few weeks, man. I can't even go outside.
I don't know how you gargle a cat. I don't even know why I said that. I think I meant strangle.
You put a cat down your throat. And then get the gargling.
I gargled the Garfield. Well, no, that's. I'm not going to say that. No.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Nobody clicked that.
That's a bar. Gargling Garfield. That's a bar, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That is a bar. Gar. I would use it.
Yeah. Well, we got 18 actually watching it, 9 on YouTube and 9 on X.
You're on X too? I still haven't streamed on X.
I just do it as an extra. And I'm also on Rumble, but I still haven't figured out how to get their chats to show up in StreamYard yet. So
yeah, I don't think they ever will.
No, I've seen it happen.
Really?
I have. Like Dermy Wormy's channel. He's got it set up. I've got to DM him and figure out how to do it.
I use Social Ninja. That's what I use because I never could figure out StreamYard. Gargle Garfield is wild. It is. It is. I've tried to gargle Garfield. I've never tried to. My cat's name is Hippo.
It makes it funny when you think of it as just a big orange pussy.
Okay, then I have.
or is I heard a friend who called it once the ginger minge.
Minge is crazy. I've never heard that word. What does a minge mean?
That's a British slang for
vagina.
Yeah,
minge. I'm saying it from now on. I know someone from England, so I'm saying it. I'm saying it as soon as I get back into the Discord. That's crazy. Minge is wild. That's a wild word. Minge is going on a shirt.
Well, I guess you could, if you want to talk to a woman, you go, "Hey, my minja."
What up, my minja? What's good, minja? That's what I'm calling Mo. That's what I'm calling Mo from now on.
Yeah, of course, Tulsa. We're gonna have more ginger jokes.
My ginger minge.
He's my ginger ninja.
Is he really redhead?
Well, yeah, he's a redhead. Yeah.
Okay. We were talking about redheads the other day.
He's a black belt in Kuk Sowan Korean martial arts. So
what is that?
Could beat my ass.
What is it? Say it again.
Kuk Sowan.
Kuk Sowan.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that.
And yeah, he could bend me into a pretzel quite easily.
Damn.
Of course, he's also like 6'4", so
Damn.
like 5'9", so
So he's like, he could reach you too. So not only is he
he can.
that's wild.
And just, there you go. You're done.
So he's actually just letting you live.
Pretty much.
Okay. Nice. Like, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Cooksul.
Yeah. Fourth Dan. So yeah, he's
What's fourth Dan?
That's well, he'd have to explain it more than I can.
Is it like a degree?
Yeah, it's a degree of a black belt.
Okay. Okay. That's why his name is Master.
Mhm.
Okay.
Master.
It all makes sense now. Minge is my new Scrabble word.
What if you get double points off that?
Jeez, I'm pretty sure go for a few points, man.
Oh yeah.
I think. Damn.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad to have you back on, man. I keep forgetting how fun these conversations are.
Yeah, I could talk forever about nothing. In reality, that's what I do.
Oh yeah.
If you ever need to fill time, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Because I'll never touch the actual subject until the end of the show.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we actually have talked about it quite a bit. So
Yeah. I mean,
there's not really a lot more you can say about
I was gonna say, do you have any more questions about it? Because I've been doing it for years now, so there's a bunch of things that I just don't think about because I'm so used to like just it being a part of it. But there's so many different things. Like, so you said you want to do them live?
No, I want to just record them.
Okay, yeah, because that's the way to do it.
Put it in, in video form so I can, make sure that I have breaks enough that it's chopped up enough that hopefully YouTube won't, haram me.
So with that, I don't think that even works anymore to chop it up anymore. I think if you're live chopping, I don't think they care if you chop it up or not, but they're gonna copyright claim it every time, regardless of how you chop it up. But if you don't chop it up, like, so the way I do reactions now, so if I'm doing rap and I need to break it down, if it's like an Eminem song, then I'll pause, right? Every verse, whatever, and like go through it, through the arrangements. But if it's a rock song, because people will be like, yo, just listen to the song, just let it play and then give your opinion after. That's what people always say in the comments. Some people like when I stop it, some people don't, but I find that I can take it in better if I just let it play. Mm-hmm. So I will go on Rumble, I'll do it live, and I'll go on Rumble, because Rumble doesn't copyright strike or whatever, or claim or anything. Not like I'm making money off it, but it's like, it's not, I can actually play it through without having them take down my stream. So we go over there and do the reactions, and I'll play them through, give the opinion, and then upload them to YouTube, and there's no issue. Besides the copyright claim. But I get copyright claim no matter how much I chop shit up.
But at least it's a little easier to fight if you can show that you're actually transforming it.
Yeah. I mean, I still I see other channels like get hit like with copyright strikes. Like they'll get hit with like 10 at a time, and then just like then they'll fight it, and then they'll eventually get past it. But I've never had that issue where I just got like super copyright claimed or super copyright struck or nothing like that. I don't know if it's because I don't upload enough or whatever, but it just I never had that issue. I don't know.
And Beastwiz does make a good point. You say, I don't mind if you pause. If people want to hear the actual song, they can go listen to it.
Yeah, that's what I always say. But sometimes, I don't know, people
support the actual artist. I'm just here to educate you on this song.
I try to tell people, you're going to get pauses. Like people really don't complain about it as much in rock, just certain songs. When I I reacted to Stairway to Heaven, and I was like, what the fuck is happening in this song? So we're like going through like every few bars, we're like, what is he trying to say? What is the message that he's trying to get across? And it took us we came to all these different metaphors and all this. I loved doing the reaction because it was like a half an hour where we it started conversation. That's what I care about the most, is the conversation that's going to come from it. And people be like, just listen to the song. They just want to see you go. Good. Yeah, and it's like, that to me is dumb. I want to actually talk about it. So, that's one of my favorite rock reactions we've done. But people, if you go through those comments, people were so mad that we paused it. And I'm like, bro, just go listen to the song. If you want to see a reaction channel not talk about it, there's plenty that will listen to it and just give you thumbs up and end the video. There's so many that can do that. You want me to just be the same as the rest of these reaction channels?
Which that's not even a reaction. That's just
it's not. That's
stealing content.
Yeah, that's fluffing your content. That's what that is. That's you just putting things out that are other people's shit. That's literally what it is. And you're just like, hey, that's why I think it's like That's why I don't like reactions anymore. Because it's like, people come to the channel. Some people come through and they're just like, oh, I just want to hear the music, and then they won't show up for other things. And it's like, I want people to show up for what I have to say. You know, like regardless if they like the artist or not. So that's why gaming helps with that, because it's just like they just want to see you play games and be funny. You know, they want to see you on my second channel. I'll talk about random things. They'll just want to hear what I have to say about things because they'll always be entertaining. Reactions is like something I can put so much time to make it entertaining. I either have to talk a lot, I have to edit it, something like that. Because people just, I don't know, reaction viewers are just weird sometimes. Not all of them, but obviously there's so many that just want to just see you bob your head and say bye, which is weird.
That is very strange. That is super strange.
I don't get it.
I like Metastep's point. People are actually developmentally disabled, to put it mildly.
He's right. He's right. And you don't realize that in the beginning when you're fucking talking to these people in the comments. They leave a comment and you try to talk to them like a normal person, and then they just say some outlandish shit and you're like, oh yeah, this is the internet. I forgot. These people aren't, like, they're not trying to have a real conversation. They don't see you as a human being. They see you as a content creator, which you are. I get it. But yeah, people are weird on the internet. They're slow. A bunch of people are slow.
For all the people watching on YouTube, don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel. Comment,
hit a like, and subscribe and share.
Comment after the show.
Definitely comment.
Help the algorithm out.
Yeah, definitely fucking comment. Likes help now.
Something for you real quick. I did finally finish one of my soundtrack. Releases.
All right.
So I have a quick preview of it.
Let's do it.
Haven't actually picked a date to release it yet, but it will be this.
That's the hardest part for me. I have so many things I'm just sitting on that I just haven't dropped.
Yep. But here's a little taste of what's coming. Yeah, Castlevania 3. So this will be the last of the NES games that I've done.
That was nasty. Yeah. That was nasty.
Oh yeah. Well, of course, Beast was, because it is Castlevania.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure what it was. I was like, damn, was that Sonic? I thought I heard Sonic in there, but no, it is Castlevania. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse.
Okay, that was a banger.
Thank you for the sub, Beast Wiz.
That was a banger.
But so it's almost an hour, and some of those tracks were hard to figure out because at that point the composers had started to figure out they could write more complex time signatures. Yes, so there was one song, it was in 11/8, and that's a very weird one to count.
I don't get time signatures. Like, what is 11/8 exactly? How would you explain that to someone who listens to rap?
Yeah, well, it's an odd time signature, so there's always an eighth note missing. So it's not a full bar of beats. There's always 1/8 note missing, so it makes it kind of jump every measure.
And you can keep up with that?
It's just all subdividing in your head. That's
crazy. Yeah, see, that's not.
Unless you're like Portnoy from Dream Theater, there's a video, you have to watch it. It's an old one. He's actually not even reacting to the song itself. He's playing. It's in the background. It's Dance of Eternity, but he's actually got the sheet of all the time signature changes in the song, and he's counting it out as it goes through, and it's ridiculous how many time signature changes are in this song.
Yeah, see, I can't even fathom like what you just said. You said there's an eighth note missing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even fathom how that sounds in my head. Mm-hmm. Like, I can think 4/4. That's what I think in. Everything in my head is 4/4.
Yep.
So wait, so the first number is what?
11. That's the number of beats in a measure, and then the 8 is what gets the beat. So instead of the quarter note, it's the eighth note. What you may hear more often is what's called 6/8 times. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Okay. So it's everywhere that changes is the.
Yeah.
So hold on. So you said 8/6.
It's 6/8.
Yo, I'm so confused. That's crazy. I'm so confused. I thought I had it for 1 second.
6/8 notes are in the measure, and the eighth note is what's getting the beat.
Hold on. Do it again with your hands. What you just doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each one is a measure of 6.
Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. So what if it was? So that's 8/6. You said. What if it was 8/7?
Well, the bottom number is always going to be what the beat, what's getting the beat. So it'd be, you can do a 7/8, but there's not a 7 because there's no.
Okay.
No, it's a 7th in that respect.
Oh, so you have to break it down in half. So it has to be like.
Yeah. So the top number is always the number of beats in the measure. The bottom is what's getting.
See, I don't know what you mean by what's getting the beat. That's what. That's
Like you say 4/4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
2, 3, 4. Now, if we were to do that in eighth notes, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So it's okay. So it's counting how many. So it's always going to be a thing of 4, right?
Well,
or an even number.
It's going to be an even number on the bottom.
Okay, an even number is what I meant to say. Okay.
2, 4, or an 8. Or I have seen 16, which is really weird.
Okay.
That's when you're getting to really esoteric time signatures.
Okay. You just taught me something because I've been trying to figure out time signatures for months now. I've been listening to a lot of rock, and it's like Tool, especially. It's just like
Tool. Yeah, they're masters of using odd time signatures.
Blows my mind.
Yeah,
I want to sit there and like bob my head like it's rap, and then it's like just random. Like I get lost. Okay.
I do like 7/8 quite a bit.
So that's
it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then change.
Well, yeah,
then repeat.
It's always repeating those 7 notes. So it just there's a hesitation. It feels like there's a hesitation.
Yeah.
Because that note missing.
What if it was 7/4?
It still feel the same.
Okay.
It would be the quarter notes getting the beat, not the eighth note.
So it'd be faster.
Be slower, actually.
Oh, slower. Okay. So if it was 16, it would be faster. Because then you're fitting 16. Or you're fitting. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So if I'm looking at it on like on a DAW, it's basically the snap, right? Like, because like if I'm on Fruity Loops or something, like I can put like it will grow with the
right, the measure
16th, 8th.
Change the time signature. It's going to change the how wide the measure is going to be.
Okay. So that makes sense. So if I'm rapping a verse, if I'm like just anything, I don't even know. If I'm doing Grateful, it feels like isn't against Christian, it'd be like I would have to double up if I was gonna go in 8th, 4/8 instead of 4/4.
Right.
I would have to double the speed of that.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. You just taught me that. That's crazy.
Well, that's what I'm here for. This is the music podcast.
Nice.
We like to educate and elucidate.
Okay. Nice. What do you mean no beast whistle? If it's putting from
no, it's just it doesn't necessarily double the speed. It's just what the emphasis of the measure is, and it's really hard to do without playing examples.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I don't have any just like right off the top of my head I can show you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Yeah, I need you to make a video about that or something so I can reference it.
It's like, here's the basic breakdown of time signatures.
Yeah. I mean, I'm someone who's looking for it. I'd watch it.
But the one thing I like about 6/8 is being able to do 3 on one hand and 2 on the other. It's just something you just have to kind of hear. It's like, so I'm doing 2 beats on this hand and 3 on this one.
Hold on, do that one more time. Let me see your hands when you're doing it, because I can't. Okay. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. There's no way I can. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't have rhythm. So this hand's doing 2?
Yeah, this hand's doing 2. Or
okay.
Doing 3.
That's separately. That sounds crazy. I don't have rhythm. I don't have coordination for that.
That's being a drummer for 35 years.
Yeah, see, that's there's no way. I'm too far in my life to even learn that type of shit. I just stick to rapping. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what it's called, a polyrhythm, because you're doing two different rhythms at the same time.
Okay, so I can probably do that rapping on accident. Like I don't even notice when I do that. Probably. Maybe. Actually. I don't actually know. I've heard people say that there's polyrhythms in rap, but I actually don't know. I just break it down into syllables.
What your rapping is off to the beat of what's the backbeat is doing.
I'm confused.
Like if your backbeat's just doing a straight 4/4, but you're doing something off time from that, would be the way I would think of it.
So, like, on a rap beat, it would be like hi-hats. Like if a drum is going.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're like all the way through
doing something a little off.
Or like. Okay. That's fucking crazy. I'm trying to like think. I'm trying to like process this, but I don't think it's like hitting a wall in my head that can't understand.
It's something you just kind of have to study.
Yeah. Just
listen to different songs and different time signatures to see how they count it. And actually that Dance of Eternity video might be a good one for you.
Okay.
He literally goes through and shows what the beat emphasis is and what the count is.
I'm going to write it down.
It's Mike Portnoy, Dance of Eternity.
Let me just bring it up here.
Mike. It's a much older video, so it'll look a bit grainy.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Mike Portnoy breaks it down. Oh, damn. There's so many drums.
Yeah. Well,
on the paper.
Very good drummer.
Is it the one on the paper or is it
it's the one
Drumeo? Okay.
Well, the Drumeo one, he actually plays it.
Okay. I'm going to watch that too.
Yeah. I'm so thrilled he's back in Dream Theater.
I don't even know what that is. Dream Theater sounds dope though. It sounds epic as fuck.
I guess you would call them like prog metal. Because they're prog rock, but they're more metal.
What's
they're just the rock side.
What's a band that everyone knows as prog metal? Should it be Dream Theater?
No, Dream Theater. Tools, kind of in that that realm. Coheed and Cambria.
Never heard. Garrett loves them though, but I've never heard it.
Yeah. This one was like I really think of, because I'm really not a huge prog metal guy.
Yeah.
I'm more your old school 70s prog rock kind of guy.
Okay, so if Tool is, I've heard quite a bit of Tool.
Yeah.
So and I like Tool. I like Tool a lot, so that makes sense. Okay.
Dream Theater's really good though.
I'm gonna look into it.
They're extremely technical.
So Mike Portnoy, right? So if he's in Dream, what's Dance of Eternity is Dream Theater?
Yeah.
Was he with them when they made that?
Yes.
Okay, so Drumeo, he's just breaking it down. It's not like oh, let's try to play this and you've never heard it type thing.
Yeah, no, he's playing it so you can actually see what he's doing. During the song.
That's dope. YouTube is crazy.
The other video, it was from an old Dream Theater video that I used to watch when I was working at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
And I
wish I could work
put it on in the background and just listen to stuff. And of course, they don't even have anyone back in the drum section anymore. So that makes me sad.
No.
That place is.
Guitar Center is trash. It's trash now. I don't even like going there.
No. And they don't even have half the stuff they used to carry.
Yeah, they have nothing. When I go there for something, they literally have nothing. I tried to bring a TLM 103 there to sell it. They're like, nah, we don't need it. I'm like, okay, yeah, no one's using the store. I get it. That does make sense. I'd be better to sell it on Reverb. That makes sense. That's like it's a dead store. It's going to be dead soon. They do too much.
That's why, the one that I used to work at, they took out the entire accessories counter and put in places for like teaching lessons and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I guess
they teach lessons at the one over here too.
Yes, that's what you are now.
Yeah. Yeah. No one buys anything. It doesn't even make any sense because when you go there for something, they don't have it. Like every time I try to go there, I'm like, oh, I don't want to order it. I don't want to wait a day to get it or 2 days to get it. I'm going to go to Guitar Center. They never have it. So it's like, you're not even there for a reason. I have 2 Guitar Centers over here. I go to both. They never have anything.
Well, they stopped carrying the brand of sticks I use, which really pissed me off.
Yeah, they're trash. They're trash. And they treat you like shit while you're in there. They have the worst customer service, bro.
These are the sticks I use. Vader
okay.
Fusions. And
Are they strong?
like a rounded tip
Yeah.
opposed to the elongated ones, and I don't like plastic.
It does look like a circle. Wow. I would never notice anything like that on a drumstick, but I did. I had a music class, and he used to make us bring our drumsticks with us everywhere when we had it for that quarter.
Mm.
So I do know that didn't look normal. They looked wider too.
Yeah, that's like they're just it's more like a bead is what I call it. But
what does it do differently on the drum?
It's because I want more attack.
Yeah.
Than the flat.
Yeah.
I'm more.
So it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
It's gonna. Yeah. Okay. So it's not landing on such a flat surface. Okay.
And I used to be a ProMark guy too back in the day, but Guitar Center never carried the one I usually used, so that's when I switched to the Vaders.
What's the most expensive drumstick?
Well, they're really all about the same, unless you're getting buying the signature series. Then there's a markup because it's got someone's name on it.
Yeah. And does that come with like different feature?
No.
When they do that? Okay.
No, because usually like an endorsed stick is just whatever that artist likes to use.
Yeah.
They try to model.
So then they just put their name on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually. That makes a lot of sense. Yep. I saw a video. I forget the guy's name. He's from Leprous, I think. I can't think of his name. But he was like breaking drumsticks while he was playing. Like he broke like 2 sets of drumsticks. Is that normal? Like
no.
Or was he just doing that for the show?
He might have been doing it for the show, but that's just lack of technique.
Yeah, because he like twice, literally in the same, broke 2 sets of drumsticks. Like this dude's going too hard.
I broke my first drumstick last weekend. That's the first drumstick I've broken in 5 years.
Yeah.
Because
how do you break it? What, like, is it just hitting it too hard or hitting a bad angle?
Well, no,
like,
it's just eventually they're gonna wear out. I mean, that's just the way sticks are. I mean, you're hitting it repeatedly, so at some point it's gonna weaken where it's just gonna snap. That's just inevitable.
Okay.
And mine actually broke. Was about right there. I was hitting the bell.
Yeah.
And it just snapped.
Okay. Yeah, he broke his shit in half.
Yeah, like I said, that's the first one I've broken in forever. What's up, DJ Mike Fury?
Mike. So wait, you play more than one instrument?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a percussionist by trade.
Yeah.
That's what I actually went to school for, was percussion. So I'm a classically trained percussionist.
Yeah.
But I've been playing drums since I was 10. Guitar is the same length of time, but I'm not as good at guitar as I am on drums.
Yeah.
I play bass, and that was out of necessity because we had a pep band team for the basketball team in college. We had like 3 drummers and no bass player.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll learn.
Yeah, that's how it happens. That's how I learned how to make beats. That's how everything happens for me. I needed to.
Piano I learned in college because no matter what music major you are, whatever instrument you're going in for, everybody has to take piano.
Yeah. That was like normal at our school too.
Yeah. And that's mainly because it's the easiest instrument to learn music theory on.
Yeah, notes and stuff like that and chords. Yep.
And then I picked up mandolin a few years ago because we have one song in the band that's country, and it has a mandolin. It's a 8-stringed instrument, but it's really small. It's
like a high pitch.
Yeah, but it's also tuned like a violin, so it's tuned backwards from what a guitar would be.
So guitar is low to high, right?
EADGBE.
Okay, yeah.
It's a mandolin. It's GADE.
Okay.
GDAE. Sorry.
So
all the chords are backwards from a guitar. It's weird.
So on a guitar, I have a guitar, but if I was to play, I would play like this.
Yeah, mandolin plays the same way. It's just the strings are backwards from
okay.
Tuned backwards from what a guitar is.
Is there like different handed, like dominant hand guitars, like left, right?
Well, they do.
Can you just play the same guitar?
They do make left-handed guitars.
Okay.
They're not. They're a little harder to find, obviously, because most people,
just like everything else.
Yeah,
that's left hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could just do what Hendrix did and just take a Fender and string it backwards.
Yeah. See, that's what I was gonna ask. Would you just restring it if you need to play it with the other hand, even though it's like awkward because it's like
I've
shaped
tried
weird?
playing the other way, and it just does not feel right.
Yeah, it feels awkward as fuck.
Although
I can imagine.
I can play a left-handed kit just fine.
Is that drums?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? How do you
instead of the hi-hat on your right or on your left, the hi-hat would be on your right.
So that's like a specific thing. Okay, I didn't realize that it was like. I thought it was just whatever you felt, whatever was like.
Well, and that's one reason why a lot of people who give Ringo Starr shit for being a shit drummer don't realize he's left-handed playing a right-handed
Playing
kit.
on the. Yeah, that's crazy.
All of his fills are weird because he's starting with his dominant hand, which if you're playing a right-handed kit, you would start with your right, not your left. He starts all his fills with his left.
Why does he play? Why wouldn't he just get a?
But he never flipped it.
That's wild.
Weird.
Just like purposely playing on the wrong side.
I'm guessing because as a kid, the only people who could teach him were right-handed people. So
that's what happened to me. I write with my left hand because my teacher made me write with my left hand. That's crazy. Not for instruments, but like she just said, no, you have to write with your left hand, which is crazy because now I only write with my left hand and bat lefty. Everything else I do with my right hand. It's weird.
That's very strange.
They made me a left-handed person.
Yeah, that kind of happened to me, not on the hand thing, but when I was in Salt Lake for kindergarten and first grade, they taught what was called Danielian, which is basically just cursive, just separated.
Okay. Yeah.
It's cursive letters, but they're not connected. It was called.
But why?
Well, because it would be easier to learn cursive because
Okay. Yeah.
But then when I moved to Houston, when I was in second grade, and they're like, no, you got to write print. I spent 2 years learning how to write these freaking cursive letters. And they're like, no, you got to write print. Well, that fucked up my handwriting for the rest of my life. Thank you very much.
Damn. They don't care. Like if you tell them, no, I learned how to do this, why wouldn't they just let you do that? Because now as an adult, I don't even use cursive.
Yep. I
literally just use print. But if I learned cursive, I would just use cursive. Cursive is dying though.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, it is pretty much. I figured, like Gen Xers will just be using that to write secret code.
No one understand it. Yeah, this is the secret. This is Morse code, just cursive.
Just a little bit. Just
Braille.
Okay, we're actually hopping in on the hour level here, so I didn't want to keep you too long. And
yeah, I gotta run.
I'll keep it to a tight hour. But Flawed, again, thank you so much for coming back on.
Thank you for having me on, man.
As always, a fantastically fun conversation.
Bro, I love talking about music.
For the raid of all the people. So,
make sure you all subscribe if you came here from me.
Yeah, thank you.
Meta be here. Meta told me, he told me he was on here, which is fire that you got him on here.
And then for programming next week, I'm super excited to have this guy on because he helped shaped my humor as a child. Well, technically junior high school era, but Paul Chatto from Call Me Chatto. He was on a group called The Frantics.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything about anything that
like
doesn't rap.
Python type group in Canada.
Okay.
And so if you ever get a chance, look up Last Will and Temperament on YouTube. Someone put it to Phoenix Wright, the lawyer game.
Yep, the Phoenix Wright attorney at law.
It's one of the funniest sketches you'll ever hear.
What was it called?
Last Will and Temperament.
Okay. The Frantics. Okay, I got it.
So, but yeah, Paul's going to come on next week, and we're going to kind of talk about the Frantics, but also I kind of want to talk about novelty music with him. Because I discovered the Frantics through Dr. Demento, and because he had some compilations that came out when I was in junior high that just compiled a whole bunch of novelty songs from at that point the last like 20 or so years.
What do you mean like novelty, like Tim Minchin type stuff, like the lyrics are
I don't know if we really consider Tenacious D a novelty act, but
Weird Al
is part of that group.
Okay.
Anything from National Lampoons back in the day.
Okay. I should get into that.
Tom Lear is another one that I discovered through them. He's the guy who literally took a I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General song and actually put it to all of the elements on the periodic table.
That's crazy.
He's basically just listing all the
and made it sound good
and trying to make it match with the music.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That's clever.
It's like the nerdiest of nerd songs.
But it's clever because you could put that in like school, and if you needed kids to learn a periodic table, that's what I think should happen. More things like that, you know.
But a group like Ray Stevens is another one I would consider because it's more the comedy.
Yep.
They consider comedy music.
Yep.
But, so I'll be talking with Paul next week, and then the week after, I'm gonna do a bigger panel, and we've got TJ the Gamer. Gamersician and DJ Access is going to join us, and we're going to rank our top 5 Japanese role-playing game soundtracks. So that's going to be.
I've never played any. So that's a JRPG.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, games like that.
Okay,
so that's really cool.
I don't even be listening to the soundtracks. This is like I be hearing them, but like I probably like them, but I never had a way to like know what was happening or look into it because I was doing fentanyl.
That kind of confused you a bit.
Yeah, it kind of took my life somewhere else.
And then don't forget, like I said, I'll announce it on the community tab once I have a date to release the soundtrack. And I am working currently on the first track of the next electronic noise album, Coded Poetry. So I'm getting ready to get that.
That's a bar.
That finished. And then I think that's it. And then, of course, I'll announce the date for the Castlevania release. And, of course, everyone in the poll a couple months ago said that I should work on Mega Man next. Mega
Man's lit. Nah, that's lit. That's going to be lit.
Actually, it's actually better to work on those, though, because most of those games have really good MIDIs that I can work from.
Yep.
Castlevania had a few I had to rewrite by hand.
That's crazy.
They were bad.
I'm too lazy for that. I'm too lazy for that. That's crazy. I was gonna ask if you had any MIDI files that you were working off of with it.
Yeah, that's usually I'll try to find a MIDI file if I can.
Yeah.
If not, what I've done is there's what's called the NSF file that I found online. That's the music file from an NES game.
Yep.
And I'll do a conversion of it to MIDI, and even then I have to go in and correct it.
Yep.
Because a lot of those you have to actually figure out what the time signature and the BPM is before you can convert it correctly.
Yep. So then you have to actually still put in the work. That's like,
you still got to correct notes, correct timing. So even on the good MIDI files, there's still corrections I've got to make, and then of course rearranging them and cutting and splicing and all the fun stuff. So, but yeah, DJ Mike, you're right. Chrono Trigger is the GOAT.
I never played.
Such a good game.
I've heard of it, but I've never played.
The biggest thing for me that I love about it, other than the characters being good, I mean, especially for a 16-bit game where you really don't get cut scenes, to look at characters. One, the music is fantastic. It's one of the best soundtracks that's ever been made for a video game. But two, I also like the fact that there's not that many random encounters. You see the enemies on the screen, so if you don't want to fight them, you can avoid them.
Avoid them like Pokemon. It's my type of shit.
But yeah, definitely check out Chrono Trigger. It's a fantastic game. And like I said, the soundtrack is killer, absolutely killer.
Nice.
But again, everyone, thank you for joining us. Thanks all for the Flawed Squad for showing up. Of course, we always appreciate it.
More would have showed up, but most streaming at the same exact time. So she's succubusing everybody right now.
It happens. But again, thanks Flawed for coming on.
Thank you.
Chat. Again, like I always say, just keep making music.
Facts.
Good night, everybody.